Hi, Bill Bongiorno from the Northern Westchester Tea Party Patriots. It's a shame that John Hall couldn't be here today. But my question is, if we're taking stimulus money, that's our tax money already, and we're giving it to the corrupt MTA, how is that a help to us? We should be getting back that stimulus money, and we should not be paying an MTA tax. Please address that. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak about that. Congressman Hall is obviously not able to be here today. He has spoken to the chamber many times. He was here at a recent lunch, and he was also here when Senator Gillibrand was here. So he asked me, as a local resident, to speak to you today. The money from the economic stimulus package was for basically for construction, for projects that would help benefit our public transportation system, which certainly helps create jobs, and also helps to offset the need for dependence on foreign oil. So the Congressman is very supportive of those projects. The state will look at the auditing issue and figure out what the situation is with their expenditures. I'm sure there's a lot to look at. I know the state comptroller has a number of very significant audits underway and is very capable of looking at that information and figuring that out. If anybody would like more information about what the Congressman did at the federal level to offset the MTA tax, I have the letter to the governor and the state legislature here, and I'd be happy to hand those out. Thank you.
I'd like to make a request as a state official too. I'd like to make a request as well, because as we know, the dollars that went to the MTA, one of the problems is that they're going to be directed towards operating expenditures. And stimulus dollars coming from the federal level shouldn't be going to either a corrupt authority or to the state government. They should go to people like the people that are sitting in this room to create jobs. And what we need Congressman Hall and the other congressmen representing the delegation to do is to reach out to the state assemblymen and state senators in their district and demand a rescinding of this tax, to have a stopgap measure, a Band-Aid approach to try to play politics with this issue and put it back on the backs of the state legislature. Does not make any sense. I thank him for the good try. But what he needs to do is force people on both sides of the aisle to demand that this tax be rescinded. So I'll tell you what happens. In Washington, D.C., they call it the Potomac two-step. I don't know what the heck they call it up in Albany, Benny, but you do one thing in the chamber, and you do another thing back home. And you stand up in your district and say, I'm against the payroll tax, against the payroll tax, against the payroll tax. But when you're sitting in the room with Sheldon Silver, you say, Shelly, whatever you need. And what we need as congressmen to do, and other congressmen, is to force their state legislators to take a hard stand, not only in the district in front of the TV cameras, but up standing toe-to-toe with Sheldon Silver. We have to rescind this tax. We have to stop playing games.